Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. We've got some more Fat Electrician for you. Surprised I never did this one. It would make, I figure I would have, but I guess not. This is the SR-71 Blackbird, 2,455 miles per hour. For you European folk, I guess it's pretty quick. I don't know how fast the Concorde went. The Concorde, I remember when they stopped making those, or at least like stopped flying them commercially. I don't know if they still fly them, but those were pretty fast. I think it was like you can get to like New York to London in like, what was it, like 3 hours, 5 hours? I can't remember, something like that. It was very short. Anyway, yeah, let's check this out. I don't know. I'm ranting. I just got done with legs. I feel out of it. Let's go.
Airplane of all time. It started when President Lyndon B. Johnson gave the CIA the green light to build a better spy plane. So they took their current spy plane, the Lockheed A-12, or as the Canadians call it, the 12, and they turned it into the SR-71 Blackbird. It is capable of traveling above Mach 3, 2,455 miles an hour to be exact. If your flag isn't on the moon, that's like almost 4,000 kilometers
There you
an hour.
go.
The plane is so fast it once traveled from LA to Washington, D.C. in 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 20 seconds. Yeah, that's where 420 Blaze It came from.
Wow.
That's not true. I made that up. Anyways, seriously, that is a 39-hour car ride. Or damn near 10 days if you're Amish. At least I think they're allowed to have bikes. Okay, seriously though, here's what I need you to understand. The only reason spy planes existed was because satellites didn't. Their only job was to fly over enemy territory and take pictures, so they had intel. Because of that, it has no weapons and no defensive capabilities. Kinda. You see, originally they tried to just be stealthy, but when that didn't work, a decision was made. We're gonna fucking race them. Yeah, this plane was just too fucking fast to catch. Like, I'm serious. The official plan, if a missile was shot at it, was just to outrun the missile. Which actually happened during Vietnam. Now, don't get me wrong, the plane is absolutely ridiculous. But what's more ridiculous is the shit the United States on healthcare system did to make it. See, aircraft-grade aluminum can't handle going almost 3,000 miles an hour. So they had to make it out of titanium. But this was the 1970s during the height of the Cold War. And the only place to get titanium back then was from Russia. And they weren't about to sell the United States government a bunch of it to make a badass spy plane with. So the CIA had to open up a bunch of dummy companies in different countries just to buy titanium in small amounts, to be able to trick Russia to even get enough to make this plane. It gets worse. So then they finally got enough titanium, but here's the thing. Titanium was pretty new, and it's so hard that it would ruin normal machining equipment. Nobody even knew how to machine this thing or make anything out of titanium at all. So they ended up figuring out how to machine titanium, and then they built the prototype for the SR-71. But the problem is, when you're going 3,000 miles an hour, metal heats up, and when metal heats up, it actually expands. So the plane was actually longer when it was flying. So in order to make it fit together tightly when it's flying, they had to actually assemble it loosely when it was on the ground. Which was fine, except it caused it to leak jet fuel, which is kind of a spontaneous death hazard. So what's an unhealthcare system to do? Well, they called up Shell, the multi-billion-dollar oil company Shell, had them make jet fuel that somehow wasn't flammable. Apparently, the pilots used to put their cigars out in the jet fuel before they took off. Awesome. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is money can't buy you happiness, but apparently it can buy you fucking magic. Because I have no idea how that even works, and this shit was in the 70s. I don't even want to know what they do now. Which is why when I see headlines like this, I'm not worried about it, like, at all. They have a bomber as high-tech as ours. No, they have a bomber as high-tech as the one we had 50 years ago.
There you go.
We spend $750 billion a year on defense. You think we haven't updated the planes in 60 years? I mean, come on, don't you think
I don't know. Not that we know of, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of military equipment that they don't update. They just use it over and over and over again until the government gives them more money to throw it away. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It's a little weird that the United States has the most unidentified flying object reports on the planet. But no, seriously, I have one question. How in the fuck do you take a picture going 3,000 miles an hour in the 70s? In conclusion, never underestimate what Uncle Sam will do to get them topographical nudes. Merch and other links available at thefatelectrician.com.
Word. I do have a shirt that I never wear. I need to get a tank top from him at some point. I probably should do that now. I think he's running a contest for a gun locker thing, which, I could definitely use another tank top. I'm not, I don't know if you know, I don't really wear sleeves. I don't like sleeves. I live in the desert. I live in Arizona. I don't need sleeves. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. Makes me feel real good inside and helps out the channel. And if you have any suggestions for any videos, please put them down below. I will get to them eventually. Everybody knows I do. So yeah, Thank you very much, and bye.